This place. This cave will be my grave. I will die here, far from my family, far from my home. I will never see the moon again or the stars. I will never hear the songs at festival time, hear the laughter of the young ones as they play in the trees. I will never hear birds sing, fox call, crickets cry. I will die in darkness beneath the earth. Perhaps it is simply fate catching up to me at last. Perhaps I should have died in my youth, and my mother did nothing but delay the inevitable. Perhaps this is how it was meant to be. Yes? Me? I am well, thank you, merely thinking. I was thinking of the battle. Yes, wondering how our opposing forces are continuing to fight, or if they continue to fight. I wonder if they are searching for us, or if they even notice we are gone. Is that so? It surprises me. Well, you strike me as the type who would most certainly notice if one of your number had gone missing. And it seems to me that you would be the one who would organize a search. Your people are not like you, are they? Or rather, you are unlike your people. Yes, well, maybe. Maybe in being able to see very little for the past hour or so, I suddenly see more than ever I have. You are not like the rest of your people. You are kind, you are thoughtful, you are giving, you are selfless. You are brave. Do not argue with me, Orc. After what you told me about your wife, and still you allowed me, an elf, a creature who would sooner stab you in the heart than help you. You allowed me to guide you through that water. You trusted me. And if I am to be entirely honest with you, I have no idea why. Why did you trust me? Why have you told me what you have told me? Why have you not struck me dead? I am the captain of the opposing forces. Destroy me and the rest of my army will crumble. They will not fight without me. No, unlike your kind, I am absolutely confident that the majority of my forces now are searching for me. If not to rescue me, then at least to gather my body and return them to the forest, that they may be properly treated, properly honored in death. So why? Why do you trust me? What do you mean? Am I to be offended right now? I do not... Of course I am like them. I suppose in that you are right. Many others of my kind would simply slay you where you stand. They certainly would not talk with you. No, they certainly would not deign to touch you either, certainly not to share their breath with you. But the truth is, Orc, you... In this cave, in this moment, in this time, you are just like me. We are not enemies. We are not engaged in battle. We are two souls, lost and trapped beneath the earth, and the reality of the matter is that without each other, we would both be dead. Whether I want to admit it now, we are joined, we are together, we must depend on each other. To think, an elf depending upon an orc. An orc depending upon an elf. You need not call me Captain. Please. Call me Xyta. Truly, that is what you wish to talk about now. Well, forgive me if I feel gratitude for that. If ever you had seen my homeland before now, it would have been at the head of an invading force. But if you really wish to know about my people, I suppose it is safe to tell you now. The king. Yes. He sits in a grand palace at the center of the forest, on a raised hill, composed by the hands of many, many elves, thousands of years ago. They cleared the land and raised it and built a large castle upon it that it may look over the entire forest. But of course, in the center of the forest, it was very difficult for anybody to reach it, which made it incredibly defensible. The lands around belonged to the king, and he encouraged people to move there, to populate it, to build their lives. And so we did. We created houses in the trees, connected by vast rope bridges, ladders, ropes, anything that we could use from the forest itself to make our way from the ground to the trees. It was a beautiful, beautiful combination of elven ingenuity and nature. Many of our tools were handed to us by the land. The wood we used for ladders, the vines we used for rope, the leaves we used to thatch our roofs. Yes, even the strange glass we used to fill our windows. But these homes in the trees, they are not closed off as homes often are in human cities. They stretch beneath the larger branches of the trees, but they are also open to the sky to a large degree. And if they are not open enough, we sleep beneath the stars. No, not beds. Well, I suppose some of our number, perhaps the older ones, they prefer the security of a fixed bed, but most of us, we create nets from thinner vines and cast them between the higher branches of the trees. And we line them together and look up at the sky. We watch for stars, and the stars watch us as we sleep. It gives us a clear view to the night sky and the moon that we worship, the lady who lives within. It allows us to speak with the birds who flutter through the branches, giving them messages, sharing songs. And on festival days, we all travel down to the ground and clear the area just enough to allow space for tables and chairs, and a space where we may dance. Dance to the music provided by our minstrels with drums and sitars. We gather together and we thank Our Lady of the Moon for watching over us for one more season. We give offerings to her in the form of fruit, nuts, flowers, and we leave them at the altar at the front of the castle. I remember in my youth my mother would tell me that if I behaved well, perhaps I would see the Lady of the Moon. Perhaps I would be lucky enough to see her come down from her lofty silver perch and gather the offerings we left for her. I never did. Now I believe it was nothing more than a story. A fanciful tale to amuse a child. But sometimes, even now, in festival season, I would find myself sitting in the trees well into the night, watching the altar of offerings, wondering if I would see Our Lady of the Moon. Huh? No. No, I have not seen her. And now I don't suppose I ever will. Because what goddess of the moon and the sky and the stars would come down to a place like this? But do not worry. I am at peace with it. I am, truly, I am. I have served my king well. I have served my people. I have protected those I love. I have even saved you. Even if that is only to expose you to a longer, more painful death from starvation. I do apologize. Not my fault. Well, thank you. Well, I suppose it would be very easy for you to blame me. I'm grateful that you don't. Tell me, the shamans, the magical users who cast the blue lightning and threw the balls of fire, where did they come by such magic? Is that so? I had no idea Orkkind was blessed with those gifts. No, I assumed it to be purely an elven gift, at times stolen by humans, commandeered by dwarves. I am learning very much in my time with you. A pity. A pity that time will no doubt be short. Shh. No. Listen. No, you listen to the earth. I listen to the air. Do you not hear that? Voices. Elven voices. My men, they have come looking for me. Hello? I am here. This is your captain. Captain Midnyte. Can you hear me? Hello? It is them. We are saved. Shh. No, listen. I know that sound. That is the sound of our magic. Yes, it causes explosions. Come, quick, this way. No, we must get away from that wall. Come. By all the gods above, we are saved. We are saved.